Hello there and welcome to Bible Talk Thursday. I'm Chinedu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to be talking about the topic, your deliverance is tied to your obedience. Okay, let's go to the passage in Luke chapter 17, starting with verses 11 through 14. Let me read. It says, "And it came to pass as he went to Jerusalem that he passed through the midst of Samaria," talking about Jesus. He passed through the midst of Samaria and Galilee. And as he entered into a certain village, there met him 10 men that were lepers, which stood afar off. And they lifted up their voices and said, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us." And when he saw them, he said unto them, "Go show yourself unto the priest." And it came to pass that as they went, they were cleansed. Let me read that again. And it came to pass as they went, they were cleansed. Okay, so this is the question we have to ask ourselves. Well, have you ever been praying and crying to the Lord about something, and it seems like nothing is happening? Is he hearing me? Is he listening? Another question. Has he told you to do anything regarding that situation? Okay, is there any obedience issue regarding that prayer that you're asking him to do? Number 3, could it be possible that the Lord is waiting for you? Could it be that the manifestation of your prayer, the prayer that you're asking, is tied to your obedience? So those are questions we need to ask ourselves. I can tell you this, from my own experience. I know that there have been times in my life where I was praying about a certain thing, and I'm thinking, okay, God, it's according to your will. I think I'm praying according to your will. Nothing is happening. What are you saying? And it seems like, but there's been things that he's been telling me to do that I wasn't doing. So, first step, ask yourself that question. Because what he's asking you to do may have absolutely nothing to do with the prayer request. But I can tell you that any act of disobedience, God takes seriously. So it wasn't until I stepped out in obedience, even just making that first step, I saw the prayer answered. So I'm telling you, sometimes it could be tied to your obedience. So in this situation, we see the story of the lepers. Okay, and another, the story goes on to say, only one of them came to say thank you to Jesus. That's another subject for another time, because we ought to be thankful for what he's done for us. But literally, they were lifting up their voices to Jesus, verse 13, and saying, "Master, have mercy on me." They believed that he could heal them. And so that was their prayer, the act of crying out to Jesus. So what did Jesus say? Jesus told them to do something. He said, verse 14, "Go show yourself unto the priest." And guess what happened? And it came to pass as they went. They took an act of obedience, because he could have said, okay, be healed. Get up, walk, go. Yeah, he could have done it that way. He heals any kind of way that he wants to heal. He's God. But he told them to go do something. So in this particular situation, relating to our prayer, God is telling us to do something. So when they took that first step, going on their way to show themselves to the priest, they were healed. So that's awesome. So what I want to leave us with today is ask yourself 2 things we need to ask ourselves while we're praying. We feel like we're praying God's according to his will, or we're just praying, just asking him to do something. Do these 2 things. Number 1, ask yourself, is there anything in my life? Is there any sin issue in my life that God has probably put a light on? He's shined a light and say, hey, this is a sinful thing in your life. Repent. Check that out first and go ahead and repent and get rid of that sin, because it could be hindering your answer. And secondly, is there any act of disobedience? Is there something that he's telling you to do that you're not doing? And like I said, it may have nothing to do with that prayer request, but it's still an act of disobedience. So we must be obedient. So anyway, having said that, your deliverance truly may be tied to your obedience. So let's just walk in obedience, asking the Lord to help us to do that today. Okay, I just want to encourage us today, and push subscribe if you have not subscribed. Thank you for watching, for listening, and for subscribing. And there are other resources down below the link, just for more information about me and just other resources that are available to you. All right, be blessed. Bye-bye.